What's up, guys? This is NLW bringing you another GT6 Let's Play video. Before I get started, be sure to watch my video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit up that notification bell, follow me on Twitter at RisingFlame2011, check out all my YouTube videos, I do have playlists, and be sure everything I said, it does help a lot. I always appreciate support and feedback. So tonight, I will be doing the NA Sports series. No. Turbo Sports series. And after this, we will be pretty much halfway through the National A section, so we will be doing mission races, coffee break challenge, and one make races, and then we will get right back to the racing. So, yeah, 3 races, very clear, and I'm not buying a car. Because screw that. Because I'm going to use the Expo Street. And this thing is overpowered, as I've mentioned before. And I don't care that I'm using it for this. So there are a couple of important things to mention that I have decided that, you know, Sonic Mania and Test Drive Unlimited, you know, Test Drive Unlimited obviously was more popular than Sonic Mania. But Sonic Mania is getting a remastered Let's Play. As in, a revisited Let's Play. So, I will be starting that sometime next year. Date, month, and time is still unknown. There also is another series that is getting another remake, and I mentioned it earlier this week. Test Drive Unlimited is getting a revisited Let's Play. Now, Sonic Mania's makes more sense because, let's be honest, that Let's Play was not very good. And I was completely unorganized for it. I missed episodes. There were way too many fails, as far as upload-wise. There were too many videos that I forgot to add in the playlist, you know. And it really wasn't that popular either. So it's getting a revamp sometime next year. Because I also looked back at each video, and yeah, the quality, awful. The setup, awful. The cheesiness, awful. Like, 95% of that stuff that are in those videos are completely outdated and stuff that I'm not even a part of anymore or have no connection to. So I think it's a good idea that I'm deciding to pretty much redo my Sonic Mania playthrough. I'm still gonna keep the old playlist, but it's gonna be a lot like Minecraft. My Minecraft PS4 playthrough. Updated, more up to date. You know, it's got every single update into the game. It's on the PS4. You know, texture packs. You know, it's everything that is needed. that was needed. That is needed for Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is in dire need of a remastered Let's Play so bad. It is probably one of the worst playthroughs I have right now. Because, yeah, I have the Smash Bros. Brawl. I have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. But those were expected to be bad anyway, and I'm already doing a revisited series for Smash Bros. Brawl anyway, and I've done like 11 episodes or something. I don't really know, I haven't been keeping track. But like Sonic Mania, there is another game that needs a revisited Let's Play. And that is a game that I mentioned just earlier this week, Test Drive Unlimited. That game also needs a new Let's Play. Because, like Sonic Mania, like 95% of that stuff that I said in the Sonic Mania LP are so outdated, and none of that stuff I'm even involved with anymore. I'm not in a relationship anymore. I'm not in really any Discord servers. I'm just kind of all by myself. Twitter followers is 594. My 181 subscriber count, like, there is so much stuff that needs to be changed. I'm gonna try and not make it so cheesy and ridiculous like the first time, because I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, Test Drive Unlimited was a highly viewed series of mine, but was it really that good? I think it really started getting better once I got to like the last half of 2022 and 2023. Before those days, it was really not great, because I had a hard time even listening to myself. Like, was I really that cheesy? Yes, I was. And I said ridiculous things. So like Sonic Mania, Test Drive Unlimited is getting a new Let's Play, and it could very well be happening next week. I will come up with episode names like I did the first time, just to keep that little excitement there. But I'm gonna be more focused, more on top of things, more organized, not as corny or cheesy. I will still maybe have, there may be some funny moments that will happen. I mean, there was a lot of memories in the original Let's Play that you really can't take away. Obviously, probably the biggest one was when I beat the McLaren F1 LM and an Aston Martin DB9 in the Overlook race. I mean, we all remember that. I mean, I looked at it again, earlier this week. Moments like that are forever kept, but there is always a possibility we could see new ones happen. There is a very good chance that if I do another Test Drive Unlimited Let's Play, guaranteed there's going to be something different that happens that did not happen the first time. Now, I know another kind of crazy thing that happened in that Let's Play as well was when I did Freeway Flyer in the Koenigsegg CC are. And when I had that unbelievable save, you know, where I hit the wall, spun out at over 270 miles an hour, and spun around and was still able to keep all my speed. The lowest I got was 227 miles an hour. You know, that may not end up happening the second time around. There were other little moments that happened in that Let's Play that happened as well, but nothing that really stuck out. You know, another weird thing that happened was when I did Touring League 3, the AC-427 missed a turn and completely went flying off and hit a pole and went flying into the air, like, covering over, like, half the pole's height. You know, that may not happen again. Like, yeah, that moment stuck out, but was it really that big of a deal? Not really, because the AC-427 had no impact in that race at all. It was never able to come back. It pretty much finished, I think, 5th. If I remember correctly. The only car it beat was the Caterham. Because the Caterham is not very good in Test Drive Unlimited. So, you know, Sonic Mania and Test Drive Unlimited are going to be a lot different the second time around than the first time. I'm going to make sure... I think the biggest thing... I don't want it to be as cheesy, as in things that don't make any sense that are clearly there, like right in front of me. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, that happened, or whatever. Like, oh, that car crashed, it's so huge. Like, I'm not gonna be like that like I was the first time. Because, let's be honest here. Sonic Mania and Test Drive Unlimited are really easy games. For me. They may not be easy for other people, but... You know, even in my Quick Race series for Test Drive Unlimited, I sound a lot more serious and not as like, oh my god, that happened! That car crashed! No, I really don't sound like that because I'm more serious about it. Or that one time in the Midship Club where the Zonda took me out and hooked me right at the start. And I had mentioned that, oh, I wanted to say a curse word so badly. Even though, yeah, I never did. I really wanted to. That's the kind of stuff that is expected to happen. Like, it's... Those moments are always going to happen. You know, the AI in Test Drive Unlimited is not the brightest. Because I really don't understand why they're so bad. I mean, Test Drive Unlimited 2's AI is much smarter. But I think having a revisited series for both games, they need it badly. They really do. I would say, though, the last half of my Test Drive Unlimited series, maybe the last 20 episodes, were really good. The first half, like the first 39, 40, were not exactly that great. And I felt like I could have done a lot better. Same goes for Sonic Mania. And honestly, I think they would get more viewership than they did in the past. Especially Sonic Mania, because if you guys have seen my Sonic Mania playlist, and you've seen the view count, yeah, it's really bad. Like, there really wasn't one episode that stuck out more than any other one. Whereas Test Drive Unlimited had quite a few, you know. Part 67, which was the first half of Coastal Dream, that episode got like 178 views. So that video did really good. The Grad Class series had a really good video. The first episode had over, or I think it was the Grad Class series, had over 300 views. It was either that or the first episode. But the episodes in Test Drive Unlimited were better than Sonic Mania's, because I feel as if Test Drive Unlimited is a more popular game than Sonic Mania. They both really need a remaster Let's Play. And it will happen. So expect Test Drive Unlimited to be next week. Sonic Mania will be next year. It could be at any time. I will use different cars. I will use more variety. So, instead of just using the same car, I may even buy different cars that I didn't use the first time. Should be interesting. But anyway, we're at the end here. Trying to talk my way through this series by talking about Sonic Mania and Test Drive Unlimited. There we go, that was the Race to Turbo Sports. Very easy because this thing is so overpowered. Not even a contest. This game's AI is horrifically slow. It's so bad. So now we will be doing the mission races in the next episode. Yay. So the mission races will be up next, then coffee break, then one make. I believe it's the usual 5, so we will be doing these in the next episode. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit up the notification bell, follow me on Twitter at RisingFlame2011. We're just 6 followers away from 600. I cannot believe that. God, that's awesome. Did not think that I would actually be saying this either. But it really is happening. Follow me on Twitter at RisingFlame2011. Check out all my YouTube videos. I do a playlist. And be sure everything I said, it does help out a lot. I always appreciate support and feedback. So with that, this is NLW saying, catch you guys in the next one.